We Are Wrestling.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast. We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling Podcast.
You're watching We Are Wrestling.
I'm the host with the most.
You are by far the least intelligent. Stay tuned. Listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie, might teach you a thing or two.
What is going on, We Are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide? Ben here, one half of the We Are Wrestling Podcast.
If you ain't listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast, bro, you're missing out. The king listens, and you need to too, bro.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God bless you.
We Are Wrestling Podcast.
We are wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on, We Are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide? It has been one half of the We Are Wrestling Podcast. Uncle Ben, America's favorite Uncle Wrestling Sponge Bag, all that fun jazz. And today we got a stacked fucking award show for you today. But we are joined by none other than, who is it? Cam. What's going on, man?
The We Are Wrestling mascot, Casual Cam.
Let's get it.
What's up?
That is right, and we have a special end of the year special. We're going to be looking back at 2024, talking about some of our favorite moments outside and inside the wrestling world. And of course, we are going to be revealing all the awards for the first annual We Are Wrestling Best One Award Show. And before we get into all the good stuff, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac already and you're listening to this episode, wherever you get your podcast, give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a Best One review, and download the episode, and give us a follow. But if you're not a Maniac already, over on the YouTube channel where you get the best pro wrestling content, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers, we recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos will be coming out of nowhere like an RKO, and of course you already know the grind is real.
Oh yeah.
And first off, we do hope that all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs had a great Christmas with their families, with their loved ones. I'm sure we have, which we're recording this the same week as our last week's episode, 39, because we are going to enjoy some time off after Christmas and get ready for the new year, which we do have some teasers that will be shown at the end of this episode of what you can expect going into 2024. But I got to ask you guys, how was your holidays? How was Christmas?
Christmas was good. You know what the unfortunate thing I didn't get for Christmas? You wearing a button-up. You're wearing a flannel, son. It's an award show. What you doing?
And you said
so before wait, I gotta give them the backstory. So before this flannel, I was wearing a button-up, and Ben absolutely flamed me, saying I looked like a father bringing a son to a teacher conference. And then Meadow says to me, before she goes to her shoot job, she says, why are you wearing Vineyard Vine in 2024? She wants me to get rid of it, and she told me to wear the flannel. So that's why I'm wearing my Burberry flannel in honor of MJF.
All I said was this is an award show, not a parent-teacher conference, and he got hella offended.
Hey, at least Cam looks good.
Yeah, me and Cam got the opposite colors. He's got the gray top and the black shirt. I got the gray shirt and the black top. What's good, man? Hell yeah. Me and Cam on it. We on it. We ain't wearing no flannels, no stripes. We ain't going no conferences.
He's wearing it because he loves MJF.
I do love MJF, and I'm hoping he wins some awards today. That's why I'm wearing this. I have to manifest.
You said 2024. You meant to say 2025.
Huh?
Because we're going into 2025.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
No, this is 2024 award show.
No,
Wait.
but you said looking forward to 2024.
Yeah. We might
Huh?
want
You
to
said
redo this
going
whole
into
thing.
2024.
You said going into 2024.
We're going into 2025.
Okay, well, I botched it. All right, we're going into 2025. You'll get the teasers at the end of this episode. We are not retaking this.
Champ, my guy, I love it.
It's the holidays, all right? Like, the eggnog has gotten to me, all right?
We're tired. We're tired. It's been a rough year. It's actually been a
Dealing
really
with
good year.
fucking children. Never been so scared in my entire life. One of my highlights. Well, just a couple reminders as well before we do get into talking about 2024. First off, if you guys haven't got yourselves a loved one, a brother, a mother, a father, a sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, if you haven't gotten them a Christmas gift yet, you still can go over to ProWrestlingTees.com and get yourself some We Are Wrestling shirts. They're still available on there, even after the holiday season. So if you do need yourself some We Are Wrestling swag, you can go get that right now. And the second thing as well, we will be doing a live watch along for the very first episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, which will be on January 6th.
Oh, dude, it's already
How are you guys
stacked.
feeling about it?
We already got Roman and versus fucking Solo for the Ula Follow. We got fucking Seth and fucking CM Punk. Like, it's gonna be a fucking.
You got
It's already
Rhea versus
a
Liv.
masterpiece already just by those two matches, and we haven't barely gotten shit announced other than people are gonna be showing up and probably The Rock. So it's the first Raw on Netflix. I expect great things.
I cannot wait, man. Live watch along that we'll be doing here on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel.
3 hours?
I
Yep.
believe so.
Okay. All right,
And they
cool.
say it's going to be one of the greatest episodes of Monday Night Raw, and the way it's looking, I'm believing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're going to Netflix, bitch. Someone's saying
Yeah,
fuck. Someone's saying fuck.
I need
online.
that entire crowd to just swear, because they can't freaking cut the cursing out. So we need a lot of holy shit chants.
Fuck you, cable. Clap, 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 clap.
Fuck you,
cable.
cable.
Clap, 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 clap.
Love it.
No
Absolutely
commercials anymore.
Love it.
Let's go.
So let's talk about 2024 before we dive into the awards. Overall, how was 2024 for you?
What
Start
a
off with
fucking
Cam.
oh,
You
casually
egotistical
just
bitch.
casually just fucking skipping over. Okay, go ahead, Cam.
How
How was your 2024?
For me?
What were the highlights?
Highlights.
Give us the details.
Give us the deets. Give us the script.
I don't even know what I did in the beginning of 2024.
We're talking about the wrestling year, not your personal year, Cam. Come on.
Oh. Dude, I can't even remember what happened like last week on SmackDown.
That's why he is Casual Cam, ladies and gentlemen.
Casual Cam.
I think the wrestling road was good. Like, you had Mania, Cody finished his story. I think that was the biggest part of 2024, I would say, because we all wanted that. But I feel like it was a good year all around for every company. TNA
Oh yeah.
put themselves back on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, if you guys
AEW
haven't heard, I just need to plug this. If you guys haven't heard the rant in last week's episode, that was our main event topic. We talked about all the TNA chaos going on. Highly recommend listening to it. All right, you can continue.
Thanks for casually interrupting me.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I would say the wrestling world was good for 2024. You had its ups, downs, but you can expect that every year, basically.
Very true. What about you, Ben?
Oh, dude, 2024 was a stacked motherfucker, dude. All right, so like, let's bring this back to the Rumble spectacle, obviously. And then obviously throughout the year, you know, the first part of the year was really focused and honed in on the bloodline and Cody's story and Cody finishing his story. There really wasn't anything big other than, you know, obviously, fucking Damian Priest becoming the world champion, you know, at
That was big.
WrestleMania. That was a very big moment because, well, I know for a fact we're going to be talking about him later on in the show. You know, Mania for day one, obviously, you know, like I have to tip my hat off to day one because day one was just a historical masterpiece. You know, obviously some of the best live music, some of the best, you know, matches on the cards. We got the return of The Rock in ring. So it felt really special, and then obviously night 2, we got Cody finishing his story, Seth, and Roman finally getting their bow tie, which obviously we're going to be revisiting shortly at some point. They're going to be on the same brand very soon.
They are teasing it.
And then we've gotten into, the Drews and, the Drews and CM Punks, we've gotten into, Roman Reigns returning with, then the new bloodline, the debut of Jacob Fatu, Tongaloa and fucking Tama Tonga. So it's like we've gotten a really stacked year, and that's just, WWE speaking. Can't really say much for AEW, but then again, I'm not gonna bore the rest of the show and, be a Debbie Downer on, the what could have beens, but it was a very phenomenal year. The landscape changed. Dolph Ziggler ended up, going to fucking TNA and becoming their world champion. It's the world and the landscape is shaking up. So I would say that 2024 is going to be a year to remember. It's the last year of WWE on cable. We're going into a whole new era coming into 2025. So, it's been exciting, and I'm really excited for the future.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I have to agree. And my thoughts, when it comes to, the pro wrestling industry in 2024, I think it was a very successful year for every single promotion. Yeah, there was times where WWE lost a little bit of momentum. There was a lot of times this year that AEW lost it as well. But I think overall, it wasn't a bad year. I felt like AEW really produced some of the best pay-per-views this year. I had a lot of fun doing live watch-alongs here on the We Are Wrestling channel with those. And even with WWE, the television shows, Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, have been so good. And even NXT is starting to become really enjoyable as well with their stacked women's division.
Yeah.
And then TNA comes back, started off the new year with Hard to Kill, which was a lot of fun. I think I would be watching TNA more consistently, if there wasn't as many good pro wrestling going on. It's tough. You have to really pick and choose what you want to watch, what you like, what you dislike. But I think overall, the industry definitely moved upwards. And I think going into 2025, the future's looking bright for AEW. I think it's really looking bright for WWE with Netflix. And TNA, they're going to be going into bigger venues next year as well. So I think, man, it's been a great year overall for pro wrestling, especially we got to talk about Blitzkrieg Pro and all the independent wrestling companies out there, because now with this WWE ID thing, more eyes are on these independent companies.
Yeah.
So overall, I got to say, man, 2024, when it comes to the industry, massive success. And I think that this will go down as one of the best years in pro wrestling.
Absolutely.
But now let's talk about We Are Wrestling in 2024. Your thoughts on the channel this year?
Hey, I mean, we've done a lot of, dips, ups and downs. This was the first year where we were kind of more so of a duo than, the typical trio that we've had from, 2022 going into 23, it's we've had a lot of, trial and error. We've done a lot of, kind of evolving. We've developed more so of a formula and a format that we're kind of sticking to now. We've kind of tried different things, saw what behaved well, saw what played fair, what we didn't achieve, and some things that we have, coming up, and the things that we went through this year that are going to make a better us next year. So I'm very, very, very proud with how this year came out. It felt a lot more stacked. It felt a lot more, organized, and it feels like a real thing, and it's been really rewarding. So in terms of everybody that we've met along the way, whether it be wrestlers or connections or cool things have happened to us because of the industry. It's been a very rewarding and a very overall great year for the channel, for sure.
So Cam, looking at it now from the outside of We Are Wrestling, because you did join the team officially this year. You, Phil, and Ricky Knows Best. What was your thoughts in 2024 for We Are Wrestling?
I mean, it grew. I remember doing the videos when it was me and you, and we would do wrestling videos. And now look at you now. You're at what? How many subs?
We're at 6,000. We gained, I believe, 1,200 subs this year.
That's impressive. And then you wouldn't have thought a year ago you would be going to these wrestling events and people actually coming up to you saying they've seen your videos or seen you, want pictures or something. That's just amazing. I mean, I didn't think we would be doing this in a whole year.
All right, don't make your host cry now.
I know, I'm gonna make him cry.
I need some tissues.
But it's impressive, and
some baby lotion.
And
whoa,
it's impressive, and I'm happy to see it, and even the outside perspective. But I think it's gonna keep on growing.
So listen,
I do have some Clorox disinfectant wipes.
That's gonna
and
fucking burn the
Clorox.
shit out of your wiener though if you use those motherfuckers. But listen,
Yeah.
if Cam was hyping me up the way he was just hyping you up right now, I would have been off the camera beating my meat hellaciously right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah, man! Happy awards. We're going to Netflix.
Yeah, we are. We're going. Well, we're not going to Netflix. WWE is. We're staying on YouTube. That's
But we
where we
can
have our
have-
flag planted.
But we got that. We got the Netflix grass planted, bruh. We're going into a whole new area. The audience is shifting. Anyways.
Oh, also, same thing. Even with AEW at Max, they're going to be going on there in the new year too.
Boo, you whore. Just kidding. Yeah, I got you. No, that's gonna be a good time.
for
You know,
them.
like now it's like I have the choice whether or not I want to get, up to date or see if something crazy happens or, if all else, if a miracle fucking happens and there's some kind of like actual storyline, building things going on in AEW, I can actually partake now. I don't have to just fucking be like, oh, what happened? Whoops, don't care. Because it's a bunch of like loops and hurdles to go through just to figure out what the fuck's been going on,
So
but
they're
it's
on
gonna be
HBO
nice
Max
to actually
now, right?
what?
So they're
on
going to be.
HBO Max.
So
They're
pretty
gonna be.
much, they're still going to be on TBS and TNT, but they're also going to be streaming on Max as well. So they're giving fans the option that don't have
Damn,
cable.
so they're still on my cable TV.
Well, both you could say, but at least they like don't have to blur out any of the swearing and stuff because
yeah,
it is
'cause they're on-
TV-14.
Yeah.
They never blur it out anyways. They never cared about
And
that
that's
shit.
one thing I love about AEW. But now talking about 2024 for We Are Wrestling, I think that yes, like it was a very uphill, like it was a roller coaster this year, I think. We had a lot of ups, we had some downs, but I think overall, I think We Are Wrestling, we all grew not only individually, but all together as a team. I think we built a very solid foundation going into 2025. And a lot of awesome experiences. We got to meet lots of fans. We got to do 2 wrestling classics this year. And we even got to bring in Nuncio, which was one of the coolest experiences, I think, in 2024 when it comes to pro wrestling. And just overall, like, I think that we really built a solid foundation. And we continued to build our working relationships a lot stronger with Blitzkrieg, Zombie Hideout, Captain's Corner. And I can't wait to continue to build these bridges and just continue to grow because I think in 2025, I think now that we built the foundation and just a couple more little things that they will find out at the end of this week's episode, the final episode of the new year, it's gonna be a big year for We Are Wrestling in 2025. And I cannot wait.
Mm-hmm.
But what were some of your favorite things that happened in 2024 when it comes to pro wrestling? Like a certain wrestling show you went to or somebody you met? Because you got to meet Paul London, Ben. For
that was
first
a fucking
time.
that was wild. Yeah, that was wild. That was like the one time where I've genuinely, and Cam can tell you about it. Like I was genuinely fucking intimidated. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
was
when-
genuinely intimidated by like meeting somebody that I've looked up to because like again, it's not on like the basis of like, oh, it's a movie star, it's fucking Batista or it's the fucking Rock, whatever. Like, yeah, excitement, whatever. But I've met plenty of, celebrities. I met my favorite actor of all time this year as well. So it's like I can get through those hurdles, but when it's somebody that like you genuinely admire their work, you admire what they do outside of the ring, you just you connect on a different level. And that was like the first time I think I've ever been really intimidated by meeting somebody. And that was really cool. It was really cool to not be disappointed, because meeting your hero sometimes can be really fucking awful. So honestly, the fact that it went as well as it did, mind you, I'd say great, and the fact that, it gets to happen all over again in February, which I'm really excited about. It's a blessing, man. So I think that was probably like my favorite highlight of this year when it came to like the pro wrestling world, was that personal thing, that personal bucket list item that I was able to kind of finally check off my list after so many years, after 20 years at that, almost.
Hell yeah. So Cam, besides Britt Baker, you finding her very attractive at Rhode Island Comic-Con, what else did you like in 2024 for your like meet and greet experiences
He was
and
like,
stuff?
damn.
I had to put Cam on the spot there.
I was. She does
he-
not look like anything like on TV.
I was just gonna
She's
say
better?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry I had to put you on the spot there, Cam. That was one of the funniest things that happened at Rhode Island Comic-Con. Lives in my head rent free.
It was the best.
It was
I'll meet
the
her every
best.
time now.
He's like, I'll fucking he's like, I'll fucking remortgage the goddamn house to meet her again if I got it.
I'll put Pittsburgh Steelers on me. That one day a year.
Fuck yeah.
But
Oh man.
I would say meeting the wrestlers was great. I would say what Ben said, that show me and him went to. It was that show, right? Yeah, the Luau.
Yeah.
That was a phenomenal show.
Yeah, it was a really
like,
good show.
It was it was like their best show of the year. That's like the WrestleMania, like they say, and they put on a phenomenal show. Paul London
so
still
fun.
has it. He
So
put
sad I
on.
missed it.
I'm honestly
What?
pissed as fuck
Oh,
that
yeah.
Will Hauser never came back before the end of the year like he said he was going to. But, yeah, he never ended up coming back, unfortunately.
I think Zombie has a new date for him now.
Oh, cool.
But
They always have
that
a
show
new date
was-
for him.
All right, cool. All right, good. I'm happy.
But yeah, they put on phenomenal shows. I would say that show was good, and me and Ben enjoyed that show a lot.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad that you guys were able to have that fun experience without me.
Oh, we had fun.
He said so much fucking fun.
I was there in spirit. I was sitting next to Dan on the stage.
No, the fuck you weren't. You were out on your goddamn like fucking anniversary or some shit. Get out of here.
I was on
Yeah,
vacation.
you were looking at toy
Get
stores
outta
in
here.
Cape Cod.
Get out of here, motherfucker. You double booked yourself, pussy. You double booked yourself.
No, because normally Jeremy has the luau in the beginning of June.
Don't blame
Not
him.
the last week of June. I blame you,
Excuses.
Jeremy Larry, but don't worry. After missing Dijak debut coming back, like after his WWE contract,
That
going
was
to
sick.
Blitzkrieg, like trust
That
me,
was cool.
I will know when
That
the
was
luau
cool.
is before I book my vacation.
That
Lesson
was
learned.
fucking sweet. With the fact that you were in like cahoots, the whole Dijak situation, that was fucking sweet. That was a
And the
2024
fact that me and Ben
item.
knew about
Yes.
it too, and no
Yes.
one else did.
Yeah, it was sick. It was super sick, man.
Yeah, so the backstory here, like, I'm not going to go into full details about it, but let's just say, usually when it comes to, like, a WWE contract wrestler, a lot of the times, like, when you get released, you have 90-day no-compete clause. But Dijak, his contract expired, and I knew about that. He didn't have the 90-day thing, so I was the one to contact Jeremy and Phil and let them in on the details, because I remember back in like the old days of Blitzkrieg, Dijak did a lot for them, and I figured, what better place to make your first non-WWE appearance than Blitzkrieg? And it did create a lot
Especially
of
since
buzz
he's
for
from the
them.
area.
And I was so mad I missed it live, but great
Yeah, bitch,
moment
we
for the
didn't.
company overall.
We didn't.
We didn't. Oh, we didn't.
Hashtag Jeremy bringing Britt Baker.
Oh, man. But I will say this, like, in 2024, one of my favorite things that I got to do was Fanatic Fest with you, Cam. I had a great time
Oh,
there.
that was so fun.
And, like, the WWE experience was so freaking awesome,
Mm-hmm.
which is why, like, we're going back next year, definitely.
They're gonna
And
bring in
meeting
Britt
CM
Baker.
Punk for me was one of my biggest highlights, because a lot of people, they either have horror stories or they have really good stories about meeting him. And I was very nervous going into that. And it was a 10 out of 10 experience. Like, when I got to go up to him while he's signing my figures, I told him I appreciate everything he's done for the business and I love everything he stands for. And he literally stopped signing and pretty much fist pumped me and thanked me. Like, he literally had that, like, connection, that one-on-one connection that, like, some people feel like you get
They're totally
or you
gonna
don't
hang
get.
out.
Yeah, and it's funny. They had a connection, but Don's like, let me bring all the AEW figures for him to sign, even though he's in WWE.
Hey, he signed him and he didn't complain about it, which made the experience
That's a professional.
A lot better.
So
But that's
joke's
the,
on
no,
you,
but,
Cam.
but that's the thing about CM Punk, though. Like, a lot of the times when you meet, like, a big star, they're only focused on getting the stuff signed next because they only have a certain... We're talking about the best stuff, Ben.
The best in the world.
But that's the thing, though. Like, he really took that time when, like, he was on a time crunch. And, like, even the guy yelled at him for taking that time with me. And then, like, I was one of the last people to get my pro photo op, and he sat there and talked to me for, like, 2 minutes, which, if you're meeting someone as big as CM Punk and you're talking to him for 2 minutes, that feels like 1 fucking hour. So, to me, like, CM Punk was probably my biggest highlight, like, when it comes to, like, meet and greets.
Dude, that's a big fucking deal because like everybody swore to God this dude was gonna fail in 5 minutes the moment he stepped into WWE, and he's literally been one of the greatest marketing tools for them. He's been getting treated like a fucking king. He's in massive fucking storylines, and he's not even like main event, and he's just this is probably some of his best work in WWE. Period. Like it's been fun. It has been,
and he's
fun
so
fucking
happy
ride.
too.
And
yes,
he put on
and
a phenomenal
reflects.
story.
And it reflects on the fans, clearly, you know, and I'm glad you had such a good experience with him.
My goodness, one of the best experiences, and I'm just very happy for CM Punk. Like, 140 episodes. Like, I remember talking about all the AEW drama with Danny and you, Ben, and even myself saying, man, once CM Punk leaves AEW, like, because of all the controversy, all the drama, I knew that he was going to have to go to WWE to redeem himself, and I knew that he was going to have a redemption arc, and he fucking did it, and I'm so proud of him.
Absolutely, man. Like, now, would you consider him to be at, like, the top of, like, out of the hundreds of wrestlers that you've met over your lifetime, he'd be in the top?
Absolutely, top 5.
Hell yeah.
Definitely, no doubt about that. Number 1 will always be Sammy Guevara. I will always say that.
That honestly hurts my soul, but you know what? You have your reasons, and I'm not gonna even press into it.
I'm telling you, Ben. Like if Sammy Guevara comes around, dude, like you're coming with me to meet him. Like,
I can't
you have
stand
to
the fact that he
it.
looks like a fucking chipmunk. No, I can't. I can't. All I'm gonna want to do is want to fucking.
Well, you'll talk anime with him. He loves anime.
Ask him where Alvin and Theodore are.
So did the fucking the really smelly kid next to me that was very quiet, and I'm pretty sure if anybody said the wrong thing to him, we'd all pay for it. Yeah, he liked anime too, and I didn't see me fucking buddy with him. You see me buddy with him either? The fuck? I kept my distance because if that grenade went off, I was far the fuck away. The fuck? No.
All right, well, to end things off in 2024, what are some goals in 2025?
Meet Britt Baker again.
Jesus fucking. That's a goal. So you know I can't even trash that.
Honestly, Cam, you'll probably be able to. She does come to the area a lot.
Hashtag Jeremy, get her for Blitzkrieg.
Okay. So in terms of 2025, I guess I would say like meet more people, have like do more solid interviews, like talk to more people, make more broader connections, take more chances, take more risks, kind of grow a little bit, just do the same thing that we're doing, but bring it up another level. Just I don't know, just the best wishes, prosperous and nothing but growth.
Hell yeah! What about you, Casual Cam?
Kind of what we're doing, meet more wrestlers, try to grow this channel, and maybe bring in a bigger name for the Classic for 2025.
There is some things in the works, which obviously we can't share any details yet because nothing's 100% confirmed. But I will say, like, my goal for 2025, we built the foundation in 2024. So in 2025, yes, John Cena is one of those things. I want to meet him, and I hope Fanatic Fest, he is going to be like the headliner because I need to meet John Cena in my life at least one time.
Donnie will 100% be crying in that photo. I hope you all know.
I probably will be. Not even gonna lie.
He will be fucking.
He's gonna be on his knees for him.
I don't even know if Donnie will be able to fucking walk. I'll have to get a fucking wheelchair for him.
John Cena, I can't see you.
This is
But
this
also
is Donnie's
too,
Make-A-Wish.
like, obviously, like, I want to grow We Are Wrestling, and I want to grow Best One Donnie. I want to get both of these channels to 10,000 subscribers.
This is Donnie's Make-A-Wish. I'm sorry. Oh, that was good. That was good. All right.
I probably would be like his 1,000th Make-A-Wish.
He said I'd be his 1,000. Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited for that,
One
dude.
of
I
the
hope
greatest of all
he's the
time.
headliner.
I really hope so. And meet Christian Cage, because I want to get that tag title signed so I can have the Hardys,
you met
the
him back in
Dudleys.
TNA, right?
So I met him, it was at Madison School, or the Melanie Tent in Hyannis, Cape Cod, when he was the ECW champion.
Oh, fuck.
I got to meet him when he was the champ there. It was like a SmackDown and ECW house show back in like 2009.
Okay.
But now that I have this Attitude Era Tag Team Championship, I have it signed by Edge, I have it signed by the Dudleys and the Hardys. I need Christian on that title to complete it.
Yeah.
So please, Christian, you're my father. Please sign the title for me. That's all I want for Christmas. And
well, he won't be going to Fanatics. I think they only do WWE people.
Yeah, they only do WWE, but maybe big event. That's possible. All right, well, with that being said now, let's get into the We Are Wrestling Best One Award Show, our first one, and we want to thank all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs who voted. We got over thousands of votes through all social media, our community tab, Twitter, Facebook. We want to thank all you guys for helping making this a thing, and hopefully this is going to be a yearly tradition. Every end of the year episode. But we got a lot of categories to go through, and this is pretty much a power of the poll, except we got friggin' over 25 awards to go over and give some flowers, and we're going to give our thoughts on the winners as well. So, starting things off, we have the 2024 Baby Face of the Year, and the results are... The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. That's our babyface of the year. How do you guys feel?
No surprise
honestly,
there. Next,
with how big 2024, the first half of 2024 was, with him finishing the story, it makes sense. This was it was one of the hottest storylines of the year, last couple of years. So yeah, I get it.
What about you, Cam?
I think we all know who he was gonna win. I mean, just look at what he's been doing. He's the face. He's the baby face of WWE. Not much more to say. I mean, he's not turning heel no time soon, so.
Not happening. And that's the thing. One of Cody Rhodes' best decisions, I think, was jumping ship to WWE, because in AEW, the fans were turning on him. They wanted him to be a heel, and Cody refused. And I'm glad that he made this right call. And the fact that, like, even though, yes, there's people online that are sick of this babyface Cody, just like John Cena through the years, it's not translating on TV. People hating him. Like, he's a solid babyface, and he's somebody that it's so easy to get behind, especially the kids. So I think Cody absolutely deserves this award.
And there are some superstars that can't, like, that if they turn heel, they're not going to be the same.
Exactly.
Like Cena, you go to Cena and he turns heel, it won't be the same. It's going to feel weird.
Man, but he could have really had like a Hollywood Hogan type of like run. Like, I wish we had heel Cena at one point. But now let's get into our next award. Speaking of heels, we have our 2024 Heel of the Year, and let's find out what the results are. Dirty Dom is our heel of the year. How do you guys feel about this one?
First half, I'd agree. Second half, nah, not so much. But I mean, I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
Yeah, he was really good in the first half. Then
yeah,
I think he fell down once that Judgment Day kind of like broke up, kind of, and then switched to new members. and stuff. So I could agree with that. I think he did fall off towards the end.
Yeah, dude, taking Damien and Rhea out of the group and like not having like a solid replacement definitely didn't help at all for Dirty Dom. But like the first half was like, I think if he didn't have that great first half, I don't think that he would win this award. But man, some of the best work like Dirty Dom has done was the beginning of 2024, and I really hope that like they capitalize like on this nuclear heat that he's getting, and hopefully he can win a championship in 2025.
Maybe.
Yeah, the women's IC title.
All right. All right, now our next award we have is the Promotion of the Year, and this one I think is obvious which one won.
Probably like 99% of one.
WWE is the Promotion of the Year. I think there's really no
There's
arguing
nothing to
here.
say.
Yeah.
They put on the best television product weekly. PLEs, like their
Not so
WrestleMania was great,
Royal Rumble's
but
great.
like they weren't the worst. They could have been better, but like
Yeah.
overall, WWE was, I think, the better product
Oh yeah,
this year.
overall,
Yeah.
dude, they have an overall percentage of at least 96. They have an overall percentage of at least 96.
Yeah, which hopefully going into the new year, I hope AEW steps up. I hope New Japan, I hope all these promotions step up. Give WWE a run for their money. I know it's tough right now because right now they got a lot of momentum, but WWE is the We Are Wrestling Podcast Best One Awards Promotion of the Year. So now let's get into our next award. We have Manager of the Year. Paul Heyman, the wise
surprised.
man.
Not surprised. Again, that's like another one where it's nothing to say. You're looking at, goats of fucking managers. Like this dude's been at it for almost 40 years. Like it's again with the promotions, like you're batting up against a 50-year-old promotion, plus maybe even longer. So there's really no contest there, So I'm not surprised. Paul Heyman put up some of his best work in the last few years, so well deserved.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Cam?
I like this answer. I think the other, like, the challengers that were against him, I think they're very new. Like, you have Prince Nana, he's new. But I feel like all these new managers, they will get there, but they're nowhere close yet.
Well, you mentioned the word new. I think they're new to more of, like, the wider audience, the casuals like yourself.
Yeah.
Because Nana and Don Callis, they have been around for quite a while doing managing. But obviously, it's like what Ben said. Like, you're going up to bat against somebody who has, like, 50, like, plus years of experience here.
And it also depends on who you're managing, too, because sometimes it doesn't work out.
That is very true. I do have to agree with that. And believe it or not, like, you would be surprised. Don Callis was very close to winning this award, believe it or not.
And I could see that because he was doing really good with the Don Callis family.
Yeah, I think I think Don Callis family picked up a lot of momentum after All In. Like the second half. But Heyman, like what he's done with the Bloodline, like he was a key role, especially after WrestleMania with Solo and establishing Tama, Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. So I think Heyman absolutely deserves this. But moving on now to our next award here, we have Best Wrestling Podcast / YouTube Show. And before we do share these results, I want to ask you guys, what's your favorite wrestling YouTube channel or podcast currently?
All you, Ben.
I like I'm into In the Clutch, I'm into Wheezy Blonde, I'm into fucking GTS Grim. I think that's really all I can think of at the top of my head at the moment, but those are my favorites. If I had to like go with part of obviously Superhuman, but he's not really a content creator, he just does a bunch of fucked up shit. But no, yeah, I would go with those three.
What about you, Cam?
First I've had watched like the Grim and the outdoor that backyard wrestling. I've had to watch that in the past. But
me too.
I'm be honest with you, for this category, I don't really listen to podcasts and stuff. So literally for this category, when he texted me the question, I Googled the copy and pasted it, and whatever the first one came up to, I put it in the thing. because I don't really listen to.
And I get it. You gotta do. You
But I
gotta do
low-key
what you gotta
think the
do.
one I picked won, which was the funny part.
And guys, that's why Cam's nickname is Casual Cam.
I'm
He's gotta go
casual,
on
but like
Google.
I don't really like
Wrestling
I'm the person that
Wikipedia.
I don't like listening to podcasts.
What about wrestling YouTube channels?
Like
He
I've
doesn't.
seen I've watched like wrestling like unboxing videos like Brett Live. I've seen him.
Those
My
count.
Damn Toys. I've seen him. I've seen like these guys like going on toy hunts wrestling. I've seen those videos. Like I watch those because they're entertaining. But I just can't like listen to something like without seeing it. If that makes sense.
What about mine, Cam? Have you watched my toy hunts this year?
I have, but half of them I've been with you.
That is true.
So like, I've been with you for half of them. But yeah, I do watch them like if I have the free time. But like, I'm one of those people that I like watching a video. Like I can see the screen, and I'm not the biggest fan of listening. If that makes sense.
Me either, which is why like I've subscribed to so many Patreons this year just to get the video version of the podcast before like they air it. Which for me, like I enjoyed a lot of wrestling podcasts this year, like the toy stuff with Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Fig Cave. And like I will say when it comes to like regular wrestling podcasts and YouTube channels, I was the one that actually decided to put up the Stevie Richards show because I've been really enjoying that a lot in the second half of 2024. And I think like it's a really cool like inside look at like the analyzing like side of wrestling and pretty much like talking about like what's wrong, what's right without coming off as like one of those like grouchy like old timers that we get with like Jim Cornette and Vince Russo. Like with Stevie Richards, like the way he goes about it, I really like a lot. But now let's share the results for the best wrestling podcast / YouTube channel. Here we go. The Maven Huffman YouTube channel.
I like his channel.
How do you guys feel about this being the winner?
Never watched it.
I like his channel. It's pretty cool.
I actually really like the way Maven does his videos. So honestly, like I could see this being the winner here. I think he put out great content all year round. And what I like about it is like if you're a non-wrestling fan and you watch his videos, you can learn a lot about the industry.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's get into our next category, and that is Color Commentator of the Year. And the winner is Michael Cole.
Oh, that's no surprise. Dude's a fucking
That's
legend.
not a
Again,
surprise.
you're betting. You can't really bat up, but then again, Michael Cole has been the WWE's constant for at least 30 years now. Like he has been their constant. Like he is he's like one of the only things left in the dinosaur known of WWE. Like he is one of the only greatest things. He's basically the voice of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't think about WWE without Michael Cole. You can't. It's
Yeah.
in conjunction. So obviously, if he could be the answer every year, and I would be happy with that. Eventually, though, it's probably going to go to Corey or Pat. But 100%, I would be satisfied with this answer every year.
Man, I love that Triple H puts him over so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
too.
has him on all the pre-shows, everything. Like has him on like the specials, all that shit, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, he was just he was in the season premiere or whatever the kickoff thing of Netflix, on
I
Wednesday.
watched it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like one of the first things Triple H did. He like put Michael Cole over instantly, like talking about like how like he's like pretty much like one of like the key pieces to this new WWE. And I just love that he's finally getting his flowers because
Goats
I've been a
recognize
Michael Cole
goats.
mark going all the way
Mhm.
back to 2011 when he was doing the whole Colebine heel thing. Like I love Michael
fucking
Cole.
the anonymous general manager spokesperson. Yeah,
Yeah, like when he used to like dick ride the Biz.
he used to dick ride the Miz.
And he hated Daniel Bryan, he would call him a nerd.
Dick ride the shit out of the Miz, bro. I remember that shit.
Yeah, Michael Cole, believe it or not, like it was very close this one. Like people were going with Booker T, people are also going with Nigel McGuinness. Me personally, I thought Booker T was color commentator of the year, but Michael Cole, I'm not going to argue with that being the winner because
Michael Cole's
he is
just a
one of the
goat,
greatest.
Bro. Like,
I'm
if
telling you,
anything, he is the greatest at this point, even above JR. Like, I honestly, I think Michael Cole has always been my guy, always, and I will always be a Michael. I will
You
always
were a
be a
SmackDown
coal miner.
kid, Ben, and Ruthless
Yep.
Aggression.
Yep,
I
was
know.
a SmackDown guy, so 100%, dude, I'm a coal miner for life, 100%.
Honestly, like, now that you're saying that,
now that you're saying
Michael Cole, I actually have to put him over JR.
You do, because again,
and I'm
Michael
not trying
Cole
to
has been the
disrespect JR
constant.
whatsoever.
You can't. There's no.
He's one of the
disrespect
greatest
to
of all
JR.
time. But Michael Cole, man,
He's been their constant, bro. And it
Exactly.
doesn't matter what show.
Every single Monday, Friday,
He has
Saturday.
called the most fucking prolific matches out of everybody. I don't care what anybody says. He has called the most matches out of anybody.
and new era of WWE, like he's really made a lot of these like defining moments, moments.
You can tell that Corey Graves is a Michael Cole guy. You can tell that he was trained and bred by Michael Cole.
And Pat
100%.
McAfee is too.
Oh fuck yeah,
Oh,
dude!
yeah.
Pat just
Pat
turns it up to
McAfee loves
Catholic.
Cole.
That's it.
Well, we are
Pat McAfee
wrestling.
turns it up.
We love you, Michael Cole. Congratulations on winning this award. I'm sure you don't even know that you won this.
We
but
love
you
Lil
won it.
Michael. We
Winner,
love
winner,
Lil
chicken
Michael.
dinner.
Yeah.
Moving on now to our next category, we have the most underrated wrestler. And this here, let's find out who the winner is.
This one's gonna be a fun one.
Kyle Fletcher.
Oh yeah, you guys
is
got
the
this. I don't know
most
who the fuck that is.
underrated wrestler.
Yeah, you guys got that. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Well, first, Don, you should like clarify what you meant by that, because like when I first got that text, I was like, "What do you mean by this?"
So the
Doesn't
most
get enough
underrated
flowers.
wrestler is somebody that is starting, like that's not on the radar just yet, but somebody that you feel like doesn't really get their flowers. And like they're an up and coming guy. They're not technically a rising star just yet, but they're underrated. Somebody that doesn't get fully appreciated.
And can you see the answer? Like, can you see the answers or no?
Yep, I can. So the
Who
four.
were the other choices?
All right, so the other choices we had, which I think this category is more for like the die-hard wrestling fans, the ones that really follow everything. I would say like the Ricky Knows Best, those type of fans. But here are the four. We have Leon Slater, Kyle Fletcher, Julia Hart, and Thea Hale.
All right, go off, Queen.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying like it's for those hardcore maniacs out there. And Leon Slater, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really even know who the guy is because I haven't really watched him. I know that was probably Ricky's pick. Like, because one thing that I do want to let the maniacs know before we get into our next category is behind the scenes, the way that we picked these categories was I contacted everybody that was on the We Are Wrestling team, and we all pretty much got to write like who we think is what. So pretty much some of these like people that were in the categories I picked, Ricky picked, Ben picked, Cam picked, Phil, he was saying chicken a lot on Wheel of Fortune, so I don't think he got back to us. But yeah, the winner of that one was Kyle Fletcher.
My pick was not on that category because I feel like you switched that category up.
I did not.
Because I did not get that.
Moving on now to our next category, we have best gimmick, and the winner is Timeless Tony Storm.
I'll take it. She rocked it. You know, like me and Don just talked about it last week about Tony Storm and like
2 weeks
where
ago.
she's at now, or 2 weeks ago. You know, we talked about like where she's at now and everything. So this doesn't surprise me. You know, she's definitely again put in the work this whole last year and a half. You know, so it's much deserved.
Yeah, I could see that. She was good. I mean, and I really don't think anyone could have beat that. I mean, I don't know who else was in that category.
I could read who they were,
but
if you want me to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the best gimmick, we had Timeless Tony Storm, we had the real Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa, we had the American Hero, MJF, and we had the Father of the Year, Christian.
Yeah, that kind of explains it.
Tony Storm.
Yeah.
I loved American Hero MJF. That's because I'm biased, but nothing beat Timeless Tony Storm.
No, and Solo, is good, but he kind of did really good towards the end of the year.
Yeah, it started off slow. I agree.
Yeah.
But Timeless Tony Storm has to get this award. And one thing I love about this is with her return, she's like totally forgetting about this like timeless run. Like she's acting like she just signed with AEW, which I think is fucking hilarious. But congratulations to Timeless Tony Storm on the gimmick of the year. Now let's get into the documentary of the year. The winner is the Bray Wyatt Becoming Immortal documentary.
That surprises nobody. That thing was a fucking masterpiece, bro. 100% through and through. Nothing more said.
Yeah, what Ben said. I think Ben said it great there.
Yeah, nothing more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, Bray Wyatt one definitely deserves this award. I really did enjoy the Vince McMahon documentary, but really getting to see like the inside, like look at Bray Wyatt, I think that it was just a better overall documentary because a lot of the Vince stuff we already knew happened, but like I felt like I learned a lot more with Bray Wyatt.
I would rather celebrate somebody's life than gossip about their entanglements. So 100%.
Honestly, well said there.
Yeah,
100%.
Good
dude,
say.
like Bray Wyatt.
Which also we do want to let the We Are Wrestling Maniacs know as well. If you guys do want to go check out our We Are Wrestling Extra on the Bray Wyatt Becoming Immortal documentary, you guys can go check that out. That's one thing that we're definitely going to be continuing to do in 2025 is do these documentary reviews because that's something it seems like you guys really enjoy a lot. But now, let's get into the next category, and that is the catchphrase of the year.
This would be
and
a tough
I got like 100 of them, so I definitely didn't win this award. So let's find out who the winner is.
This is a toss-up.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Uso,
yeet.
baby.
I thought it was yeah.
Ooh.
I was like, yeah.
It's the other Y word.
Damn. I just clickbaited the fuck out of myself.
But it was probably a toss-up between those two, right, Don?
It was a toss-up between yeah and yeet. But also Whoop That Trick was pretty good too. Like they got a lot of votes.
Which, I mean,
like I said, we got over 1,000 votes like through all like social media platforms, like with all these awards.
I like this answer. It's just that like it was more like towards that. It was kind of like the middle to towards the end, kind of when it really caught on.
Yeah, but I think throughout the year it was still hot. It was still very fresh.
It was hot, but it was the hottest probably gimmick. I mean, people were buying his sunglasses, people were buying his shirts. I think he was like #1 seller for a long time once he put out his Yeet shirts. So I can see that. Like
honestly, like I'm not even gonna be like upset at all about any of these catchphrases because I think they're all so good, and I think on any like if it was any other year where like wrestling wasn't as hot, they all could have won. But Jey Uso with Yeet is just on a whole nother level, and he even got the Intercontinental title because of this Yeet catchphrase.
And he should get it again.
I agree. Moving on now to our next category, we have the worst feud. And the winner is... This one was a very close one, too, by the way. MJF and Adam Cole.
Boo. My feud was better.
Yeah, I think the worst feud, I'm an MJF guy. This was easily the worst feud. Like, they should have just moved on from it. Both guys were hurt. They took time off away from AEW. And like it's hurting both of them, especially MJF right now. So yeah, this one I got to go with MJF and Adam Cole. I'm with
it. Should have been Otis's family and the Chad Gable's family.
Alpha Academy versus American Made. That was a good friggin' nomination, Cam. I got to give you that one.
I did not look that one up. I promise.
You sure about that?
I do. Who can't forget about Otis and Akira Tozawa?
I can when he's on WWE Speed and Catering.
And ever since they did this whole Chad Gable thing, he's not been the brightest superstar. So,
all right. Well, the next category we have is the Rivalry of the Year, and this is a no-brainer. We're not even going to let the drum roll finish. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, it won by a landslide.
Oh, dude,
this was
there's
a
nothing
sweep.
else. There's nothing else to talk about. This was just cinema.
Yeah, and I love how you have a bloody pick of CM Punk and then perfect pick of McIntyre.
Yeah, I couldn't find a bloody one of McIntyre. But CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, rivalry of the year. There's no questions here. They did great storytelling throughout the entire time, even being injured. The difference between this feud and MJF and Adam Cole is when MJF and Adam Cole left television with their injuries or whatever was going on, they didn't continue the storyline.
No, and these
CM
two
Punk
did.
and McIntyre did, which is why they easily had the rivalry of the year.
Even with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, when CM Punk was here, was still phenomenal.
Exactly. Moving on now to our next category, we have the segment of the year, and I totally didn't botch this beforehand. The winner is...
Who?
The Rock and Cody Rhodes on Monday Night Raw before Mania.
That was sick.
It was sick, but I feel like there's better
I can think of
segments
better.
that were better
Yeah.
than that.
Like even
Ooh.
CM Punk joining number 5 on the Bloodlines fucking War Games this year was better than this moment in my opinion. But I can understand why this one would make echoes because it's The Rock.
I put Punk and Heyman reuniting on SmackDown.
That was a really good moment too. I
It
thought
was.
that was gonna win.
That should have won.
Also, too, Jack Perry. I thought all these were great, nominations. I think because even the Roman and Cody Rhodes thing that happened on that Atlanta field, that was a really cool moment. And then, of course, with Jack Perry attacking Tony Khan, who didn't love Tony Khan getting his ass beat? I fucking loved it. But yeah, I see why the Maniacs would pick the Rock and Cody. But moving on now to our next category, which I totally didn't botch beforehand, the 2024 Tag Team of the Year.
I wonder
Winner
who.
is, and this one was a very close one, the Young Bucks. And the Hardy Boys were actually only 3 votes short from winning this.
I'm surprised.
I just wish they would call themselves something other than the Young Bucks because that hairline ain't aging young. I can see it through his little bandana. But yeah, I get it. I guess.
I get why, but
They're the only formed tag team that has any kind of credibility because they're still a tag team.
That is very true.
And I knew it was going to be AEW or TNA.
Because WWE doesn't have tag teams. WWE doesn't have tag teams.
They do. They just don't use them.
Pretty much.
So we can't.
Even Casual Cam knows what's up.
Yeah.
I can't believe the Hardys didn't win this. I was actually really going for them to win this.
It's been lackluster as fuck until recently.
Yeah, they didn't do much until they won the titles.
90% of 24 was him waiting for Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did. I thought they had some great classics in TNA. I think they made up the time.
Year, then, with them winning the ladder match.
I think that their matches with the system have been very good on TNA, but nobody has access to Access TV. This is probably why the Young Bucks won it. But congratulations to Young Bucks on getting another award. And this time it's not a Dave Meltzer one. Moving on to our next category here, getting back on track, we have the Best Championship Run. And the winner is... Christian Cage's TNT title run.
Boo.
I hear nothing. I don't hear anything special.
I was very surprised that Christian Cage actually won this. I know Cody Rhodes was very close.
At least we know who the orphans fucking voted for.
The children.
I guarantee every person who voted for this doesn't have a dad.
Every person that doesn't have a dad, they picked Christian. Good job politicking here, Christian Cage. Moving on to our next category, we have the Oh My God moment of the year.
There was a couple. Okay.
Damian Priest cashing in the Money in the Bank contract at WrestleMania 40 Night 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. That was a big night for him. That was
It was.
that was the night that was really redeeming, so to speak, and I have a feeling we're going to be talking about that in a little bit. But yeah, I can see it.
I can see it. What were the other options? I just want to know.
So the other options for oh my god moment of the year,
Undertaker had to be one.
it was Roman Reigns' SummerSlam return, Cody Rhodes finishing the story, and I don't know what's the fourth one here. I don't know why I don't have it in my script.
I'm surprised Cody actually didn't win this one.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, honestly.
Like I think it was the other social medias that voted, because I know on YouTube, Cody finishing that story was like he was blowing the other options out. So unless they reversed it, but
Snuffed.
they snubbed.
Yeah,
Cody for
Damian
this
was
award.
he definitely got some votes towards the end.
He did, but like everyone in that stadium, like was like, "Oh my god!" when Cody won.
But I think for me, like the reason like I have to go with Damian here is because I really wasn't expecting it to happen. Cody, I think we all expected it, even though it was a beautiful moment. And I think it also definitely deserves to be like an oh my god moment of the year, which is why it was in this We Are Wrestling Best One Awards category. I just think the surprise factor for Damian, I think, had to maybe be a key thing that people were considering going into this vote.
Yeah, I can see it.
But moving on now to our next award here, we have the 2024 Worst Wrestler. And the winner is...
I know who this is.
Maxine Dupree.
Really? I would have put Jade Cargill above her. Really?
I would have
Wow.
put Grayson Waller above her.
I would have put Chris Jericho above them.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I would have put
this
Kirizawa above
honestly,
her.
this is a tragedy, and
Well, he's
I'm
a good
down
wrestler.
to not speak about it because I feel like this is wrong. I feel like this is wrong.
I disagree with the Maniacs on this one,
I feel
big
like
time.
This is wrong. 100%.
Like Jericho is not putting it's some of the worst shit he's doing in his career.
He looks like someone's French grandma that needs to put their fucking bra on because I got too drunk. I said it. I said it.
Options?
The options, we literally just said them. Jade
We
Cargill,
just-
Grayson Waller, Maxine, and Chris Jericho.
Yeah, even anyone besides, like, I think Maxine was the worst option. Like,
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, like-
false.
I think she improved this year, if anything.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too. That's why I'm saying this
Like-
is false.
I think Grayson Waller should have, but he fell off.
Yeah, but he's a good wrestler, though.
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler.
Maybe the way
What
he's
has he
being
done?
booked isn't the best, but like
He's a
this
good
is supposed to be
wrestler athletically.
worst.
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah,
about
this
athletically.
is worst. He was horrible this year.
Because Grayson Waller, man, he got like I think only like 2 votes, one by you and some other troll.
All right.
But moving on now to our next category, we have I really like this one. The best free agency signing of 2024. And the winner is
Could be Jeff Hardy and arguable.
Jacob Fatu.
100%, dude. 100%. He's brought fucking star power to SmackDown, dude. Like, everybody knows how good he is, and they're just waiting to see genuinely. Like, they have him right now chilling so hard. Like, he is not doing any of the shit that he does on the indies right now. Like, when he goes off, and you know he will, we'll know. So, yeah, dude. Yeah,
And
I spoke my
yeah.
case.
And without Jacob Fatu, this whole bloodline story wouldn't be the same.
Boring as
It
fuck.
would be boring and it'd probably fall.
I love you, Solo.
Dude, the new bloodline have like
Catchphrase
the
of the year
best
next year.
You got one of the Tongas doing yeah. And then you got this guy just praying 24/7.
Punching his own brother in the
I
head
love
while
you,
fucking
Solo.
up a fucking low blow. Punches his own
Like-
brother in the fucking head.
Like without Fatu, this bloodline would be horrible.
I think he's a very important factor, like with Solo right now. And I think big things are going to be happening in 2025 for him. I thought like all of these best signings were really, really good. But I think like Jacob Fatu, like this was one of those signings that like I knew eventually he was going to go to WWE. But like I didn't think he was going to have this type of impact because I know there's been a lot of drama that happened with him like in the independent circuit. And like he's been able to really turn things around during this run with WWE, and I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, same here.
The worst free agent signing should be the other Tongan brother.
Oh, Cabacho?
No, the guy that got hurt.
Yeah, Tangaloa.
Yeah, that bum. Can't even hold the
Kabacha.
title the right way.
Yeah, but I think really good signings this year. Like for the categories, we had Motor City Machine Guns, which for me as a diehard Day One TNA fan, love that for them.
Yeah,
also,
but,
Julia as well. She had a great run in NXT. She's been killing it over there. And Ben, we know you're so upset that she didn't win this award. Mercedes Moné. We know you voted for her.
Hell no.
She just makes herself look dumber and dumber and dumber on social media. Do you really want me to roast your queen right now?
I don't know about that. I think Ricochet beats her to that, but
No,
maybe that'll be a category next year.
At least he's talented. He can't
All
talk
right,
for
well.
shit, but he could genuinely wrestle circles around people. She can't do both.
Dude, she sucks.
She's fucking awful, bro. It's all
Oh
she
my
does.
We should
God.
have put her for
did
worst
this.
wrestler
You
of
did
the
this.
year.
I did do this. I wanted to make one little joke, and
Yeah, this was
I
all
got
your
two people
fault.
ganging up on me. Where's Phil when I need him?
He'd
What the
be
fuck?
ganging up on you with us.
Yeah,
What do you mean? He loves Mercedes Moné. He loves Sasha.
he doesn't
Not
love
the
that
last
Care
time I
Bear.
fucking talked to him. Not the last time.
Last time I talked to him, he was very happy with her performance at
must
Full
have been
Gear
high.
against Chris Statlander. But moving on now to our next category here. This one's a special award. It is the Blitzkrieg Wrestler of the Year.
Ooh, come on.
And We Are Wrestling. We have a great working relationship with them. And
Yes, we do.
we actually upload all our sponsored matches with Blitzkrieg up on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. So if you guys do want to go check out great independent up and coming stars wrestle it out, highly recommend going to that playlist and checking out all the matches that we sponsored. And if you enjoy those, you can even go subscribe to IWTV, where you can actually watch the Blitzkrieg shows and many other independent shows for live for only $9.99 a month. So this award is going to be going to the Blitzkrieg Pro Wrestler of the Year. And before we do share this, who's your favorite wrestler in Blitzkrieg currently?
Obviously Sammy Diaz is like fucking up there.
He's top 5.
Into Bobby Orlando. I'm really into fucking Jay George a lot and Silver Screen
Collective.
I was going there. It was on the tip of my tongue, but Silver Screen Collective. So I would go with all of them. I would definitely, but if I had a favorite, it'd definitely be between Sammy Diaz and Jay George, 100%.
Dude, I love Jay George.
Same here.
Mm-hmm.
So underrated.
And I feel like anyone could win this. You have even names that Ben didn't even say. Marcus Matters, Bryce Donovan.
Stop naming the fucking WWE IDs, you kiss ass.
Casual
Kiss ass. Stop fucking naming the IDs, you kiss ass.
Even the tag champs, they did awesome.
Miracle Generation.
Yeah,
Miracle
dude.
Generation.
They're
not
good.
WWE IDs.
I'm glad they took the titles off of Legion of Riot.
Yeah, Legion of Riot. Then you have my favorite, Angelo Carter. That he likes to wave his LED fan around.
Yep, and then Alan just totally marks out. I love it.
Oh my god.
Absolutely love it.
But
All right,
If you had a
anyone
fan of
could
the
win
year
this.
award, that would have to go to Alan, 1,000%.
100%. Even you could even give it to Logan Black too. He did good.
Logan Black's great
Underrated.
too. Logan Black
Yep.
is fucking great too.
See, that's not a
100%.
casual answer.
Yeah. All right. Who won?
But I think Sammy Diaz will win
I
this.
want to talk about some of my favorite wrestlers from
Oh,
Blitzkrieg.
sorry.
What about me? I'm not just the host with the most here. I'm a part of the show too.
Okay, what ones have we named that you're not gonna name?
Let's see here. Couple people that I obviously enjoyed this year for Blitzkrieg. Yes, you guys have named a lot of them. Jay George, I love what they're doing with the Silver Screen Collective. I really do like that a lot. Also, 50 Cal, he's a fucking legend. Love the matches that he does for Blitzkrieg. And I really enjoyed Cruel and Akira a lot this year as well.
Oh, Cruel, yeah, Cruel
for
was
what they've
awesome,
done.
but he was
Aaron
later.
Rourke, great talent as well. But let's find out who the winner is here for
Sammy
Blitzkrieg Wrestler of the Year. TJ Crawford.
Oh, what? What?
The Silver Sniper.
Dynamite once? Okay. All right.
Got that guy.
Little bulldog looking motherfucker.
I love TJ Crawford, man. I think that he is like next. He is going to be something in this business. And I think I agree with the fans on this one. TJ Crawford, even though I love everybody else that's in this category, CPA, friggin' Sammy Diaz, Marcus Mathers, I think that TJ Crawford, I think that he really did have like some of the best matches this year for Blitzkrieg.
He did, and he did have that good title run.
He did until CPA took the title from him at the
So
Luau.
I could see him win. I could see him winning it. I mean, he held that title for what, basically a year and something.
He did. I think he held it for 6 months.
6 months, okay.
Yeah, because he won it at WrestleFull in the ladder match that we sponsored, which you can check out on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel.
But yeah, I could see him winning, and he deserves it. He's been putting on good work.
I think we're definitely gonna have to get more Blitzkrieg people going into the new year, like on the podcast in 2025, because like that was one of my favorite interviews I did was the extra with Sammy Diaz. Like that was a really good time. But moving on to our next category here, we have the match of the year. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania 40, Night 2.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that was very exciting. Because like we kind of knew it was gonna happen, but we didn't know how it was gonna happen or who was gonna be involved. But ultimately, like the turnout for it was decent.
So to keep this one short and sweet, like I can't argue with Roman and Cody winning because this was a great cinematic match. Like it had all the pieces. And, like, getting all the surprises at the end and Cody finally finishing the story. That's what pro wrestling is all about. But I'm also, like, a diehard pro wrestling fan. And, like, I love, like, the in-ring, the craziness stuff. So, like, for me, like, I thought it was MJF versus Will Ospreay on Dynamite this year. But I can understand Cody and Roman winning this. And I won't argue it.
Yeah.
What about you, Cam?
I can see it. I mean, this was literally the storyline throughout the first half of the year, and even continuing it to make them be tag team partners together. I mean, I could see, especially with the match last year. So
Absolutely, I thought that this match was way better than 39. Definitely.
Oh, 100%.
All right, well, moving on to our next category, we have the Women's Rising Star of the Year. Let's see who is very close to grabbing that brass ring. The winner is Tiffany Stratton.
That took a turn.
Yeah, I could see that.
I thought Jordan Grace was going to win that.
She's been Tiffany Stratton's really been like one of the main NXT call-ups that's really like kind of made something for themselves since getting onto the main roster, and it's like really becoming like a household name, and it was a good move, and they're booking her correctly, and she's a part of some compelling shit, and she's talented. So honestly, even for myself who wasn't a huge fan at the beginning of the year, like she's grown on me hellaciously. So like I can see why this one.
And just to clarify something too, Cam, Jordan Grace, she's in the female wrestler of the year. She's not in the Rising Star category. The people that were in this category were Tiffany Stratton, Masha Slamovich, Roxanne Perez, and Mariah May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
I can see why.
Yeah, that's a stacked list.
But
which I will say, surprisingly, believe it or not, Masha, the TNA Knockouts champion, she was very close to winning this award. I believe she was only on here 4 votes behind her.
Wow.
But
I can see why Tiffy won. I mean, it's Tiffy time now, and by the looks of it, she might be the next women's champion. So
hey, I'm going to say it right now. She won the Rising Star of the Year. I could see her winning the Women's Wrestler of the Year next year when she has that championship. And she puts on a classic with Charlotte that we know is going to happen in 2025.
And that Kaiser guy, he's lucky.
Okay,
lucky son of a bitch.
Go into the next one?
Yep, we'll go into the next one. Tiffany Stratton, well-deserved. But now let's get into the 2024 Male Rising Star of the Year. Braun Breaker.
Yeah, it's more so because it's forced down our throats, but I guess I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Braun Breaker, he's got a bright future. Won his first
We already knew that.
main roster title. I think he deserves this. I'm not going to argue it, but I
does
picked
deserve
Daniel
it.
Garcia. But moving on to our next category, we have pay-per-view / PLE of the year.
This should be a no-brainer as well.
This one should be interesting.
WrestleMania 40 Night 2. Can't argue it. Had all the surprises. It was a great card from start to finish.
So this not counting night 1, it's just counting night 2.
Night 2. Night 1 wasn't in the category.
But isn't that the same pay-per-view?
2 different nights. 2 different shows. Night 2 definitely kicked Night 1's ass.
Oh, I thought WrestleMania
100%.
1 just because of night 1 and 2.
Nope, it was Night 2. But moving on now to our next category, we have Most Improved Wrestler. And the winner is Trick Williams.
Bullshit. Yeah, that no. That's bullshit. Whoever fucking no.
Wasn't me.
No.
I always
that's
thought Trick
bullshit.
Williams was good. I don't understand why
Yeah,
he was in
No,
this
it should have been
category.
fucking Damian Priest. Whoever fucking picked that shit. No, bullshit. That's trash.
No, it should have been Nia Jax. She should have gotten that.
Nia Jax and Damian Priest both, honestly. For both
Yeah,
different reasons.
one of those two.
For different reasons, but yeah, one of those two I would have been happy with. But this, no, bullshit.
Or even Jack Perry, I would have been happy
no,
with too.
No, don't even
No.
care about Jack Perry either. He had his moment already. That shit sailed.
All right, moving on to our we got 2 more awards left. And these are our heavy hitters. These are our MVP awards. We have the 2024 Female Wrestler of the Year. And the 4 women that the Badiacs got to
Baker.
vote on were between Timeless Toni Storm, Jordan Grace, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley. And your winner and the 2024 We Are Wrestling Best One Award Female Wrestler of the Year is Mommy
Hell yeah, it
Rhea
is.
Ripley.
Hell yeah, it is. Hell fucking yeah, it is, dude. Yeah, there's no fucking denying it, dude. She's been killer with everything she's fucking done, whether she's been here or hasn't been here, dude. She is the biggest women's draw, period, in this entire fucking company. She went from somebody who was barely fucking anything of a fucking champion, and nobody took this chick seriously, and then within a fucking year turned all that shit around, and now she's in the history books, like 100% future Hall of Famer immediately. One of the best innovated female wrestlers we have on the roster that genuinely actually like fucking shows up to work every day, and it genuinely looks like a fucking war in the middle of a ring. It's great. So yeah, well deserved.
What about you, Cam? What's your thoughts on Mommy winning this?
It should have been Britt Baker winning it, but
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
what Ben said, Ben couldn't have said it any better. Like, I think this is a hot take. I think Jordan Grace will win it next year if she does go to WWE. She'll take it next year. But like Liv Morgan, yeah, but she was boring.
Yeah, they didn't really give her like enough
no.
worthy opponents, I feel like, during her run.
I think she was holding her title more than she was defending it. Who Toni Storm, you said, was one of them?
Yep, Toni Storm was in there.
I could see that, but ever since she lost, when did she lose the title?
She lost the title at AEW, I believe it was All In, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say it was All In. It was like in
it's
the
hit or
end of the
miss with
summer.
her. It was hit or miss with her. But what Ben said, Rhea Ripley, 100% shows up
I
day
think it
in,
was
day
All
out.
Out.
She goes all out. So
No, she doesn't. Her boyfriend does, or her husband does. He goes all out.
that buddy.
I will say this, like, I'm more of a Liv fan than Rhea, but Rhea deserves this.
All right, I'm gonna throw up.
Rhea deserves this award 1000%. She did have the best year. Ben, I'm putting over your girl. I'm telling you, she had the best year in pro wrestling. Hands down. She deserves this award. I even voted for her to win
she
this.
does.
I think I did not. I did Jordan Grace, but if Jordan Grace wasn't in that category, I would have did Rhea.
Yeah, Jordan Grace was honestly up there too. Like that, she
She did
has
have
been
some great
killing it.
matches in TNA
She did.
and
And then
NXT.
she put her name in WWE once she entered the Rumble.
Oh, dude, this year when she enters the Rumble, it's her official debut. Like she's gonna be
Yeah.
WWE through and through, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. She's about to get a United States Intercontinental title like this.
And
immediately.
And before we'll keep the women category. You know how I said hashtag Jeremy for Blitzkrieg? I'm looking at the computer and I can see like the Facebook tab on the top left, and it says Jeremy messaged you, so it might be because I said that. So
No, it's probably
You're not
about the
live.
tickets that go on sale literally in like an hour or two.
darn, I thought he was actually gonna bring her in.
But for the female wrestler of the year, Mommy absolutely deserves it. But now we got to get into the 2024 men's wrestler of the year, and the 4 nominees were Cody Rhodes, Will Ospreay, the Ring General Gunter, and Swerve Strickland. Who do you
Damian
think
Priest
won this
isn't
award?
even in the category.
It's probably gonna be fucking Gunther just because.
No, it's gonna be. I'm calling it right now.
So I'm gonna go with Damian Priest.
I'm calling it right now. I haven't even checked the answer.
Oh, Damian's not in the category, Ben.
Who is it again?
It's Cody Rhodes, Will Ospreay, Gunter, and Swerve.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking Gunther.
It's gonna be Will Ospreay.
If it's Will Ospreay, I'm gonna laugh my fucking ass off. And
It is.
Yeah, dude. All right.
It's
All right,
gonna be
well,
over
the
right
only way
now.
we can find out is sharing the results. So,
Yep, flip it.
the We
Damn,
Are
shut the fuck up.
Wrestling Best One Awards 2024 Male Wrestler of the Year is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Turn heel already. I'm kidding.
Agree or disagree?
I agree to disagree on that one, but it is what it is. He's the face of the company, so people are automatically thinking, "Oh, he's the male of the year because he's holding the fucking title." No, it doesn't. It works like that, unfortunately, but it doesn't work that way. But agree to disagree. He's had a good year. He's had some really good matches. I've been kind of interested in the people he's been going against rather than him because I'm going to be honest, it's been lukewarm as hell. But agree to disagree for my personal opinion.
Yeah, me too. Say if Will Ospreay held the championship, he would have won this category. But
Well, he did hold the international title,
talking
but I
about,
get what
like,
you're
the
saying,
big-
the world
the
title.
big. And Swerve didn't have it for that long, I feel like, for him to win it.
He had it for a pretty decent time.
But like he didn't do much like after either.
I
think Gunther should have
agree to
won. I mean,
disagree.
he had that big Intercontinental title run, and then he went for the big title, and he's been doing good with that title ever since.
So here's what I got to say about Cody winning this. I understand him winning. Like, he did have great matches. The storylines could have been a lot better, but in my opinion, I would have given it to Will Ospreay this year. I just felt like all of his pay-per-view matches over-delivered. He put on classics with some of my favorite wrestlers. I think he put over some new talent in AEW. Cough, Kyle Fletcher. And I just think that, like, I got to go with my boy Ricky Knows Best on this one. I think Will Ospreay should have won it, but I understand Cody winning it. He did have a really good year.
I think I picked
Especially the first half of the year.
Yeah, that second half fell off.
But that is it, guys, for the 2024 We Are Wrestling Best One Awards. Overall, your thoughts on all the winners?
But next year, hopefully better next year.
Yeah. There were some answers that could have been a lot of answers that could have probably been different.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what next year brings because I know there's a lot of new talent coming in. And hopefully next year's way better.
And that's the thing. This was our first time doing this award show. And obviously, there's going to be a lot of changes going into next year's award show. And we kind of gave a lot of you guys the power. And some of these, I think we should add a little more power in this.
Yeah.
But I will say this, though. This was a fun little concept. I think that this is a great way to end 2024. And, man, normally I have this crazy outro. But going into the new year, we got some announcements that we're going to make here. Well, I'm going to make by myself here since I am the host with the most. So guys, thank you for making 2024 such a great year. And especially Cam, you joining the We Are Wrestling team officially. Gotta thank you. I also gotta thank Phil, even though he totally fucked up in Wheel of Fortune. And I also gotta thank Ricky Knows Best as well, because he did step up to the plate a lot this year on the podcast. And most importantly, I do gotta thank my co-host, man, since day one, Rage Circus here, Ben. Love doing this show with you every week, and can't wait to continue to grow.
Hell yeah, man. It's been a great year. It's been a really
All
good
right,
year.
well,
Here's to 25.
To all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there, I hope you enjoy this little teaser to what you can expect in 2025. What is up, We Are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide? I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie here, ready to make some announcements for 2025 because it's going to be a big year for We Are Wrestling. And we want to thank all you guys for making 2024 one of the best years possible. If it wasn't for you guys supporting us, we wouldn't be able to do this right now. And going into 2025, I think you guys are going to be just as excited as we are. And I'm so excited to make these announcements because this stuff we have been working on for the last couple of months. And the first announcement that we're going to be making, which I know a lot of you maniacs are going to be excited about this one. We are not going to be doing any more pre-recorded episodes of the We Are Wrestling podcast. That's right. We're going to be doing live episodes every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they are going to be 90 minutes long. And we're going to be pretty much doing the same concept that we have been doing for the most part. We are going to be tweaking some things, but we're going to be doing live episodes instead of pre-recorded. It's going to help me out with post-production. I'm not going to have to spend hours editing it. And this is something that Ben has been wanting to do for a very long time now. And I think with the amount of experience that we have doing these live streams with all the WWE PLEs and AEW pay-per-views, I think it's time to go live. I think that we're ready to do it. We're 140 episodes in. New episodes are going to be live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Obviously, if things do come up, things change, we will be keeping you guys in the loop while we give you the scoop. So expect live episodes to be happening every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be from 5 to 6:30. The next announcement that we are going to be making as well, this one I thought I was going to be able to do in 2024, but unfortunately a lot of things came up. But this year it is 100% happening. We are going to be expanding the Best One Studios. And the studio is in my basement. And currently right now, me and my fiance, we are staying on the other side of the basement here. And we're actually going to be redoing my attic, my upstairs. We're going to be moving up there, so I'm going to be having a whole nother room, which I plan on using for live watch-alongs. I want to put a nice couch in there, have a nice TV, and do the live watch-alongs for all like the WWE and AEW pay-per-views, PLEs, going into 2025. But this is going to be a process, so we're hoping it's going to be done by the summer of 2025 because we are going to be getting started in February or March. But expect it to be done definitely by the end of 2025. I think that it's going to look so much better than the living room. It's going to look so much better than this setup right here, which I will be moving like my whole like desk and stuff in that room as well. So I'm very excited about that because it's also going to help me expand my collection. And I'm going to be able to do a lot more with my Best One Donnie toy channel as well. So having like more space and pretty much just gives us more opportunities to do new things. So the Best One Studios will be coming hopefully summer 2025, but definitely by the time the end of the year right now. It'll definitely be done by the end of 2025. And finally, the last announcement I want to make to end the year off is We Are Wrestling is going to be launching a Patreon page in 2025, and it will be coming out sometime in March of next year. And we really want to give back to those who support the channel and go the extra mile. And we do also have YouTube memberships as well, and we really want to give back to those as well who are paying every month to support this channel, because everything we make on here does go back into the content and the videos. So with the Patreon, it'll be a great way to help We Are Wrestling continue to grow and to give you guys some extra perks that a normal subscriber here on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel won't have. And to start things off, like, we're only going to be doing 2 tiers. I'm sure we will have like another couple tiers once we get used to the waters of Patreon, because I think the reason why it didn't work last year, because we had really no plan going into it, and yeah, we need to kind of get used to the water before we get comfortable and we start swimming in it. So to start off, we are only going to have 2 tiers. We're going to have a $2 tier and a $5 tier. And some of the previews that you can expect in these Patreon tiers: with the $2 tier, the We Are Wrestling Maniac tier, which will be only $2 a month, you'll get ad-free videos. So anytime a new video does come out on the We Are Wrestling page, we will re-upload it to Patreon, and you won't have to deal with ads, because ads freaking suck. And one really exciting thing that I'm very happy to share: with a $2 a month membership on our Patreon page, you will get exclusive access to the We Are Wrestling Discord. That's right, we are going to be having a Discord where all We Are Wrestling Maniacs can all come together and talk and hang out, and we're going to be very active on there in 2025. This is something Ben has really been wanting to do since day one on the We Are Wrestling Network, and that's something that I'm super excited to announce in 2025. I think Discord's going to be a game changer for us. And like, when it comes to me, the only knowledge I have is YouTube and my typical social medias. But Ben, he has a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience when it comes to Discord, when it comes to Twitch. And I know some people have like Reddit experience. I don't know any of that stuff. But I've been doing some research into the Discord, and I think that it would be a great way to grow this We Are Wrestling community. And if you want to be a part of it, because you're going to get to talk to us all the time, because we're going to be very active in there, it is only going to be $2 a month, and you just have to be a We Are Wrestling Maniac tier, which is only $2 a month. And, of course, we are going to have another tier, which will be $5 a month, which is the We Are Wrestling Slam tier. And with this, you will get a shout out on the We Are Wrestling podcast when you become a member. You will be a part of the credits at the end of every episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast. Your name will be on a graphic, and you will get a shout out. You'll also get first access to new merchandise and early access to videos when available. So pretty much when it comes to like a big event vlog, when it comes to a wrestling vlog, whatever it is that's a video that's available, that's not like needs to go out as soon as possible, you will get first access. You'll be able to watch it probably a couple days before everybody else, which I think is a really cool exclusive perk that you get to have with the Slam tier. Also, I will be keeping you posted once a week in an exclusive series, Donald's the Best One News. So everything that's going on in We Are Wrestling, pretty much you'll stay up to date, because I will be sitting down, talking in front of the camera like I'm doing right now, once a week, talking about all the things going on in We Are Wrestling, and you're really going to be up to date with all the things going on. Also, with the We Are Wrestling Slam tier, you'll also get 2 bonus Patreon exclusive only videos a month. So you'll get 2 bonuses that will never be seen on our YouTube page twice a month. So that's something to really look forward to. We might do like old match watch-alongs. We might do Q&As. We're going to be doing lots of cool things with that. And you pretty much will get all perks from previous tier. But all this stuff right here is not set in stone just yet because we haven't launched the page. We will be launching it sometime in March, but there's a lot of work that's going into it, and we really hope that you guys do support us because we really want to continue to give you guys the best pro wrestling content possible, and I think the Patreon page will really help us out with that. So we really do hope that you guys are a part of it, especially the Discord. Like, $2 a month, you can't go wrong with. But, yeah, man, 2025 is going to be a huge year for We Are Wrestling. We're very excited for what's in store, and somebody is going to be returning to We Are Wrestling in the end of January, which I'm not going to spoil any names, but if you know, you know. But it's going to be a huge year for us, and I'm very, very excited for what's in store. And man, the grind is real. And I want to thank all you guys for making 2024 such an incredible year. And I'm so grateful for this community that we've built. I love seeing all you guys like in the comments. I love seeing all you guys in the live chats during our watch-alongs, which is what makes like the live episodes friggin', man, a game changer. Like, I love doing live streams. That's something I've really enjoyed doing a lot in 2024. And the fact that we're going to be able to do live episodes once a week for you guys, I am beyond excited about this. And that won't be anything with Patreon. You won't have to pay for the live episodes. They are going to be free. Everybody's going to have access to that. But, guys, if you enjoyed 2024 with We Are Wrestling, smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because there's lots of things that are going to be happening in 2025, and more announcements will be made throughout the year. But, man, I'm very pumped, very excited. Links down in the description box below. You can go follow Ben, myself, and Casual Cam over on our social medias and all that fun stuff. Ben, he's over on Twitch. Me, I'm over on my channel, Best One Donnie, doing toy videos every day. All the links down below. And, of course, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, I cannot wait for the new year because you already know we are taking over. Peace.